Hello and welcome to today's podcast episode hosted by the UNCCD in partnership with the Global Water Partnership. I'm very delighted to be joined by Dieudonné Ilboudo, a water and environment specialist at the Ministry of Agriculture in Burkina Faso. With a strong background in sustainable land and water management, Dieudonné has been leading innovative efforts in drought resilience, including the use of traditional techniques like zai and half moons, and the transformation of invasive aquatic plants into resources for local agriculture. Today, we will explore with Dieudonné his work, insights, and the power of community-driven solutions in the Sahel. So Dieudonné will come again. My first question would be about the zai technique. And for those who may not be familiar with this technique, could you please explain what the zai technique is and how it works? And also, why has it become such a vital practice in regions like Burkina Faso facing land degradation and drought?
Thank you very much, Sarah. It's a real pleasure to join this podcast and to share how local knowledge and traditional techniques can contribute to land restoration and resilience, especially in the Sahel regions. Thank you for having me. Thank you. So for these questions, we can say that the zai technique is a traditional farming practice developed in the Sahel region, especially in Burkina Faso. So farmers dig small pits during the dry season with around 20 or 30 centimeter wide and deep. So the pits collect rainwater and organic matter, which boosts soil fertility and allows crops to grow even on degraded land. So it's especially effective in areas with very poor soil and low rainfall. So in Burkina Faso, we have two regions that are the land is degraded. We have the north regions, and we have also the north center in Burkina Faso. And in Africa, we have many countries that practices zai techniques. We have Ivory Coast, we have Mali, we have Niger, we have Senegal, we have Nigeria, we have Gambia, we have Ethiopia, we have Kenya. Many countries use these techniques. So these techniques that is developed by a farmer, but I think that he died. But his name is Yakuba Sawadgo, and he's in the north region. He was in the north regions, and he developed these practices because in the year 1917, there are the drought in Burkina Faso, very drought in Burkina Faso, and there are poverty in many agricultural land. They became degraded, and these farmers developed a simple solution to recover the land and also to have something to eat to improve his livelihood. And many years, I think that the year 2018, he is recognized by the United Nations Framework Convention to combat climate change, and I think that he was the champion of the earth, and he recovered, I think that 40 hectares in Burkina Faso in the north regions, and I think that currently in Burkina Faso we have a Netherlands company, private company that develop innovative tools that will allow also to improve the zai techniques. This is a machine, innovative machines that contribute to dig a pit, and I think that it will reduce the intensity of the populations for this work.
Thank you, Dieudonné. The zai technique seems to be very interesting indeed, and it has been developed or invented years ago, and here we are in 2025. We are still benefiting from traditional knowledge like the zai technique. We would also like to know how this technique has impacted agricultural productivity and soil health in local communities in the Sahel region, but specifically in Burkina Faso.
Okay, thank you, Sora, for these questions. The Zai technique impacts hugely the Sahel region and especially Burkina Faso. You know that the Zai technique allows to recover many lands and also the North regions. Currently we have many degraded lands recover now in the North region and Central North region, and also we have the improvements of the crops. You know, for example, these techniques are widely used, and especially in the north and south. I say that, but the farmer use this technique observed significant increases in yields. Sometimes up to 300% compared to degraded plots. You know, the agricultures that use the design techniques, the producer that use the Zai technique have up to 300% compared to the degraded plots. You know, more importantly, their practices are community-led and accessible to the most vulnerable population. You know, the important thing of this solution is these techniques is the community engagement. You know, we have to engage the community, and if we engage the community, so the community will be resilient because they will know the new knowledge about climate change, land degradation, the technique, how to improve soil, you know, climate improvement and another. This is the big benefit. The big benefit is the treatment or the training because if we give them the training will also lead them to maybe another region or another country, and they can implement these techniques. And the technique also will recover another lens, the degraded lens, and also improving the crops.
Thank you, Dieudonné. Dieudonné, you have emphasized the importance of integrating local knowledge and also ensuring inclusive and ethical approaches in your work. I would like to know, how do you actually engage communities, especially women and youth, in these land restoration practices and drought resilience practices?
Okay.
And also, what challenges or successes have you experienced in doing so?
Okay. Thank you, Sarah, for these questions. The community engagement we did in Burkina Faso. For example, in Burkina Faso, we have we can say that many cooperative or many local groups. So in each village, we create a local group. And this local group, there are young group, there are women group, and there are also many associations. There are associations about environmental degradation or soil or water, you know. And if you want to do the activities, we try to include the local government, like the mayor, you know, we will include them. And also, if you want to engage the community, if you want to engage, the community, we will include the mayor, and the mayor also will include the different leader of this group, because this group we have many leaders, women, young, and others, you know. And this group also, after the including, will do training about maybe the techniques, how to recover land, and after there's trainings, we'll do the work in the fields. And
Thank you,
your second question is the challenge we face in the Burkina Faso about these techniques. I think that the challenge we face is the intensity of work. This is the intensity of work. But I said you that we have a Netherlands private company that develop innovative tools like merchants that can contribute to dig a small pits, and maybe the agricultural producer can do 1 hectare, can dig 1 hectare, can dig small pits 1 hectare per day. But these innovative tools like merchants can dig 10 hectares per day, or sometimes 20 hectares per day. That innovation, this is in this sector, but I can say that they can contribute also to leverage these challenges.
Thank you, Dieudonné. It's very good to see how this Zai technique has become more innovative and hence more impactful and efficient for land for land productivity. So besides the Zai and half moon techniques, you've worked, I also think, on turning invasive aquatic plants into compost and biochar, if I'm pronouncing it right. Can you share more about that initiative and how such innovations contribute to a circular economy and drought resilience in rural areas?
Okay, thank you, Sarah, for these questions. Yes, also we implement half moon techniques in Burkina Faso, especially in also the same regions, the north and central north, and also the Niger, Mali, and Kenya, Ethiopia, in other country also practice this kind of techniques. And the half moon techniques is a semicircular shaped bowl open using a big metal and shovel. So for the half moon, we have a diameter 4 meter, and also we have a depth. A depth we can have 0.15 to 0.25 meter, and if we finish to trace to materialize the half moon, we will use the water level. The water level can determine the water flow or the runoff of water, and we can dig the half moon according to these positions. And we will use many tools like Daba, it's a traditional tool in Burkina Faso to do the half moons. You can use Daba, pick, mortar, and also tractor also to do the half moon techniques. And after this, we'll add a organic manure in the half moon. So the first we will put two layer. The first layer will be approximately 7 to 10 centimeter of spore or topsoil, and the second layer will be deposited around the semicircular in a semicircular ridge with a flattened top.
Thank you, Dieudonné, for your valuable answers.
Yeah, and also I would like to add my project about transforming the aquatic invasive plants into organic compost. So I did it last year, and with the population of the region of Cascade. So you know that in Burkina Faso or the Sahel regions, we have our water resources are very impacted by the aquatic invasive plants. But we extract the different plants, and we transform to the compost organic, and also to the biogas, and also to the biochar. And the process, I will try to explain the process. Firstly, we will also engage the local communities, and we will engage the local community. This is the local water committee, the young organizations, the women organizations, and also the different associations in the environment sector or land degradation sector. And after it, we'll try to do the land work. And we'll also try to engage the fishermen organization in the water bodies, fishermen, birder, and farmers. And if we extract the plants, we'll try to dig a bigger pit. We try to dig a big pit, and I will take this. There's extracted plants, and we'll put this, and we'll put the water. And if we will put the water, we will let maybe 3 or 4 days. And after the 4 days, we'll try to manage the plant, and we'll let again. And after we'll take maybe the sun, and also some waste. There may be some moss will eat this plant, and after we'll let also maybe 15 days or sometimes we can take this compost to use for agriculture. I think that this compost is very rich with nutrients, and I think that if we use it, we'll also improve our agriculture. And in Burkina Faso, we try to sensibilize the agriculture, the farmers, to use organic compost than the fertilizer, because the fertilizer contribute to pollute the water reservoirs.
Thank you,
Sarah.
Dieudonné. Thank you, Dieudonné, for sharing your experience and insights with us. I'm sure that this session will be very beneficial for farmers who want to use this Zai technique in their lands. It's been incredibly inspiring to learn how traditional knowledge, community engagement, and innovation are coming together to build resilience in the face of drought and land degradation. Before we close, is there anything you'd like to add or a message you'd like to share with others working on land and drought management around the world, Dieudonné?
Yeah. So yeah, I have something to add. I think that I would say that every action matters. So the future of our lands depends on our ability to collaborate, innovate, and take action now. So hope lies in collaborative actions. I think that if we collaborate with the local communities, the different local initiatives, I think that we can contribute to recover many lands. And also, I would like to say that we can try to implement this kind of principles like the integrated natural resource management. This kind of principle is to manage all of our natural resources together. For example, if you want to manage water, we have to include the soil, the biodiversity, the ecosystem, the sun. We have to do it together. I think that if you do it together, I think that our future will be great. But together, it means that also we have to include a local population, local communities, and also government. All this kind of person is to be included, like biodiversity, ecosystem. We have to implement this kind of principle, the principle of integrated natural resource management. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dieudonné. I agree with you. Remember, we don't build resilience alone, so let's keep learning from drought, from the land, and from each other. Let's see you again in another episode. Thank you
Thank you.
and goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you.